Hey guys, I'm a little late, but still joyous and happy. Just want to get my thoughts on that game and what a game it was. I was watching an episode of this show last night where the team had to beat Everton. They had never beat Everton, and they were so sad. Like, oh, we go to Goodison and we lose. It's been 60 years. And so they were trying to break this losing streak. And I thought, oh man, that's the same boat we're in against Tottenham. And of course, in TV, the good ending, it's a happy ending. We beat Everton, yay, team's happy. And I thought, does that mean we're about to break a streak, away at Tottenham? And lo and behold, just first off, the opening lineup, the starting lineup was a surprise. Didn't expect to see all three of our new signings go in, but Carlos trusted them, and they did not disappoint. Uh, I won't wax too lyrical. I'm sure there's all the fans, all the YouTubers and podcasts are saying the same thing. Like Allen bossed the midfield. He ended up being man of the match, and I can't argue with it. Um, he was barking orders. He was breaking up things. Everything we needed, and just superb. Uh, Speaking of destroyers, we dodged a bullet with Hoiberg. It looks like, so that's good. But back to our guys, Decore, awesome, all over the place. He really wasn't like bombing up the pitch, carrying the ball as forward as much as I was thinking he was going to do, but his presence was felt. He was kind of helping clean up messes with Allen. He definitely stopped a goal from happening at one point, I think in the second half. And James Rodriguez, I mean, that was like the cherry on top of everything, man. He was, I've never seen so many sublime passes over to Richarlison. Uh, through balls. Just he was trying to set Richarlison up so much. And even Dom was saying it at the end, DCL, they're going to have to get used to how he likes to make plays because he's always looking his head up and trying to make a play. And they're going to have to start making some runs they're not used to making. And that's a good thing. So, and I just remember one time he kind of, I want to say it was toying with their defenders, but he just flicks a ball over one of their guys' head back onto his foot, and then he makes another play. Just did it so nonchalantly, like, oh, excuse me, I'm playing football here. So if he can stay healthy, man, the sky's the limit for this team. I know we're not up to the level of probably Chelsea and uh, the red team and Arsenal and those teams that have been stacking for years, but this is the first time that I've been watching where I felt like our starting 11 is kind of the best of the rest. I even would say it's better than Leicester, Wolves. Like we should edge those teams out this season if everybody's healthy. So that's a good feeling, and it's just cool to see. I don't know if I've ever seen us beat Tottenham since I've been a fan. Maybe we won a home one time, definitely not away. But I don't even know if I've ever seen them beat Tottenham. So it's always been a draw or a loss, and heavy losses. Maybe I have to just look that up. But anyway, that was awesome to beat them. And they just looked off it. I mean, I listened to a Tottenham podcast because I like to listen to the reaction when we get a win of the away team. And, they've been winning so much, they didn't really want to say it was us. And I was ready for that. They didn't want to say, it wasn't that Everton was good, it's that we were so bad. Man, that's probably what we would say, if we had been winning years and years and lost to a team we expected to beat. So I don't think that was it, though. I thought Carlos just outclassed them. They really didn't have to their, not to their credit, but in their defense, they didn't have any way of knowing how we would play, bringing in the new three midfielders, because they never seen us play. We never seen us play like that. And Carlos was just switching formations, and, they really weren't ready for it. I don't think they had their back. They were one step behind from the time the ball was first kicked because all he could do is sort of guess at how, once they saw the lineup, guess at how we would play and what formation, and then imagine what it's like to see Allen out and Decore in the same, and Rodriguez. They never seen that. So I think they were a little bit behind. I think that they spent the whole game chasing, just trying to cope with the tactics, and they looked frightened when they were getting like Richarlison should have had a few goals. That was one of the bad things was he should have had like at least 2 or 3. And I think the fact that he was causing so many problems down on that left, and Rodriguez was just supplying so many different chances that they weren't trying to get open and get on the front foot. Their players were a little nervous, and then Jose was tactically a little behind, so they were just a little bit of a mess. That's just how I felt. I'm glad we caught them like that, because usually it's us that's the mess. So, sorry, Tottenham fans. Um, but anyway, man, it's just awesome to see that. I don't. It's hard to not be overly optimistic after seeing that performance because we beat a top 6 team away in the first game, and the next few games for us look winnable, definitely, before we play Liverpool. So it's like, man, where will we be by then? Will Hamed stay healthy? It looks like Holgate's going to be out. Will we have strengthened a little bit on center back, on the right back front? I don't know, man. Just know I'm looking forward to more, and it was a fun game. I even had a little taste of my Scotch whiskey in celebration, and I don't drink much, but I felt like opening the season that way, it was called for. So long may it continue, as they say. Up the toffees.